Today, on Veterans Day, we honor the brave men and women who served our country and protect our freedoms, some paying the ultimate cost. And our next guest started a company that does just that, not only today, but every day. Black Rifle Coffee is a veteran business that aims to give back to active duty troops, veterans, first responders. And the founder and CEO, Evan Hafer, joins us now. Evan, thanks for being with us.
Buck, it's my pleasure. Thanks for having me on. It's good to see you again.
So you are a veteran. You employ a lot of veterans. Today's Veterans Day. What do you want to say to folks out there across the country as we're trying to reflect on what that means?
Well, I think the most important thing for people to think about is how much service and sacrifice goes into protecting the Constitution and the American way of life literally every day around the world. There are service members that are dedicated to serving this country and putting their life, limbs, and eyesight on the line every day for guys like you and I to maintain our freedoms and our way of life. And I think that as we reflect and we look at the last 20 years, there's been an incredible sacrifice by the men and the women of the United States to protect and serve this country. We owe them an incredible amount of debt. And today is a day that we reflect on that debt. And hopefully it's a reminder for all of us to do a little bit better at giving back to the community or the veteran community.
In 2020, your company, Black Rifle, donated $770,000 in coffee and cash to veterans. What are some of the programs, some of the ways that you've been helping out, and what has that done for veterans that Black Rifle has been assisting?
Well, the coffee is just for me, it's something that I really like to do for the deployed service members around the globe, especially those that are in combat zones. We've been sending out pallets of coffee every year that I've had this company to guys that have been deployed into Iraq, Afghanistan, Yemen, Libya, you name it. I still have a lot of friends that are in the special operations and the intelligence community. We ship tens of thousands of pounds of coffee overseas. It was one of those things that I truly loved when I was in Iraq or Afghanistan. I loved having a great fresh cup of coffee. It's one of the genesis or part of the genesis story to the company. So it's been my privilege to be able to send pallets of coffee to deployed service members. The secondary portion to that is, when guys come home and they need to transition into a different profession, or they've transitioned out of the military because they've been forced out based on a physical injury, which is probably the most important aspect of that. We have to give back to a combination of charities and initiatives that directly give them access and mobility to the things that will create value in their lives. So one of the things that we've been trying to do is put on adaptive athlete events where we can bring in service members that have been injured in the line of duty, and we can host events like archery events specifically where we can donate money, get people together to have a good time, teach them a new skill maybe that they haven't had before, and then go to work on inspiring other companies to do the same thing. It doesn't have to be archery related. It could be a combination of things that are related. We just so happen to like to shoot projectiles over here at Black Rifle Coffee. And we've been really dedicated to seeing how much money we can give back to the guys that have been physically injured, both physically and psychologically injured, on quite literally hundreds of different nonprofits. And then last year, we started also giving back $5,000 a week to veteran businesses that might have needed a little additional help because of the COVID-related restrictions that might have impacted their business. So it's a second and third order effects of both taking care of the people that are transitioning back to the United States, getting them into a professional work environment that understands where they are, which is, I think, Black Rifle Coffee. Making sure that the guys that have been physically and psychologically affected by the wars, that we can donate and give back to multiple charities related to that. Then also host events where people can come out and interact with each other, and both civilians and veterans, to create a social environment where people can have a better understanding as to what the men and women that have served this country have gone through.